this evening's stream. No painting today because I'm going to be sticking this bad boy together. I'm building a Tyranid Tyrannofex to go with my Tyranid army for 40k. What have we got? Oh, look at that cute little thing there.
Oh, Tony's redeemed Hat Me, and Pete's redeemed Hydrate. Everybody have a hydrate.
I can't see. Can't see me hat. I have to drop down a bit so we can see hat. So, how is everybody this fine Monday evening? What have we all been up to? I've been post boy today. Well, in fact, all weekend I've been post boy at work. Been packing everybody's orders and getting a load of stuff done. So if you've had your order in over the weekend, it's been packed by yours truly. So apologies if I've got anything wrong.
Are we going to say hello to everybody?
Good evening, Tony. Good evening, Pete. Good evening, Kuronoko. Good evening, Funky Fairy. Good evening,
The Hydrator is enjoying this stream.
Tony says he's been skiving off painting today. Fancied a break. Well, everybody deserves a break every once in a while, Tony. Everybody deserves a break. Which, you know, it's important that you get a bit of time off.
So what are you doing and what glue are you using and what you're doing and stuff?
How does that go in there? How is that supposed to go in there? It says that bit goes in there. That bit doesn't go in there. That doesn't fit. That doesn't line up. Put that bit in there. Right. So I am using some Tamiya extra thin cement. So this is it's not the quick setting one, but yeah, I've got the instructions here at the side of me. This is not the quick setting one. Because that dries way too quick. This already dries. Oh, that's why it didn't fit, because I'm looking at the wrong end. Oh no, it's supposed to go in this
so
end.
So you've got the instructions, you're just not reading them.
Yeah, I didn't see that bit, no.
Karanaka says, I'm painting my dragon for the great MLG brush off. I'm tired of doing everything at the last minute like usual. That dragon is super cool though. I'm really looking forward to seeing how you're going to paint that. Pete says, I've been at hospital. They made me blind for a few hours. What, just for a laugh, Pete? Or, or did you know you were going to do that? You've been in the shop today, haven't you?
It was in this morning.
You didn't come and say hello to me.
But I don't think he knew you were there.
So why are you using that glue? What's so cool about that then?
Because it's so thin, it doesn't. If you like blob, as I am want to do, because I'm clumsy, it doesn't leave massive lines of like dribbles of glue down everything that you're doing. It's really good gear. Leaves you some nice fine joints. Right then. So that goes in there. Probably should get that in before that sets. So let's get some glue whacked in there, and then we'll put that bit in like that. That's its tail. So I decided that I needed a bit extra firepower. A little while ago I played a game of what? Build it in the thing. Yeah, I am. So a little while ago, I played a game of 40k against a Space Marine army, some Black Templars, and used Tyranids. And the game didn't go too badly. Tyranids fared fairly well, and everything was all right. What it did become apparent is that I needed some heavier hitting stuff. So I've got a Trigon, which I didn't actually get to get on the battlefield in that game, and then I played a game last week against some Eldar, and I did use the Trigon. I managed to get it onto the battlefield, but it was pathetic and got shot and killed before it got a chance to do anything. So I thought that really we should have one of these guys. So I got this after the first game, and with the huge gun that it's got, should be better for destroying tanks and stuff like the Wraith Knight that the person I played last week fielded against me, because I didn't really have much with high armor penetration and stuff to deal with that thing. So hopefully this is going to be a bit more hard hitting. Tony says it's top stuff, that Tamir super thin. Great for getting mould lines off hair and rib cages with plastic models. Yeah, it's pretty good for running along the joint. So as you maybe just saw, I ran it down the inside of this thing to fill the join. It's really good stuff. Why isn't that
Pete says
going in there?
I didn't know they were doing it, and because I was worried about it, I forgot some stuff from MLG. Well, it's alright, we're there tomorrow. As long as you're alright, Pete. Most important. Fenoka says, poor Nids, everyone's mean to us.
Yep, absolutely. We're just misunderstood. All we want to do is eat everybody else. I joined a Facebook group for Tyranid players today, which I'm surprised I've never done before. It's like never actively looked for it before. But I thought today maybe I would have a look and see if I could get some strategy advice, because I've been looking in the new codex and there's all sorts of funky stratagems and things, and how to play them more effectively, because everybody that I've played against seems to know more about the rules than I do. Hi, Weekend Geek. Weekend Geek says that he uses it for his hair and ribcage too.
I didn't think the Weekend Geek had any hair.
Yeah, he's got a little bit. Got a little bit. So let's just whack a bit of glue in there. Now I've figured out how to put it together. Really, I've got the instructions. Really should actually look at them.
Everybody hydrate!
Oh, let's take that off. Definitely have that on for a minute. Ah, super. This evening's tipple of choice for me is some Brewdog Lost Planet First Lager. I really like this stuff. It's really tasty, and for every can of beer you'd buy, they plant a tree. So it's pretty good, and it tastes really nice too. So I've been drinking some of that. It's quite hard to get hold of though. Not many supermarkets sell it. So if you see some in a supermarket near you, maybe give it a try, because it is super tasty.
And always drink responsibly. There's a wild Pokemon in chat. Wild Pokemon in chat. Is that better this time? I got told off last time.
I didn't tell you off. Didn't tell you off. Right then. So this is part number 21. These are the bits that I thought the other bits were, like the little stacky pieces. So 21. Oh, 20. We need 20. Where's 20? So 20 goes. Maybe I should lay it out. Right. So 20 and 21 and 23 and 24. 23, 24, 23 and 24. Brewdog are from Scotland, I think. I don't know if there is a Brewdog pub in Hull, but I don't know. what's that? That's 23. And this is 24. There's certainly one in Leeds, I think, a Brewdog Brewery, pub. Good evening. Good evening. Let's tidy these bits up and then we can stick those on. I don't know if we're going to get all of this thing built in an hour, but we'll give it a whirl. Oh, excuse me. We have just had some delicious tea. Couldn't be bothered to cook because we've both been at the shop all day. Tony Howell has just caught a shed ninja. I thought it said shed ninja, but it's not. It's a shed ninja.
That might be a bit funny if it was a shed ninja.
Yeah.
Just a ninja hiding in a shed. Weekend Geek says, yeah, they advertise for jobs a lot. Really good company benefits and salary, to be honest. If they advertise for jobs a lot, that might mean that really it's not all as good as it sounds.
I did read something, an article on the business news that said that they'd made really good profits and that they were giving all their staff so many pounds worth of shares.
That's nice of him. Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Changed my Twitch name, but don't worry, it's still me.
Well, it confused me actually because I met a chap in the shop a little while ago, and I've been following him on Facebook, and his Facebook page is called Dave Paints. So when it first popped up, then I thought, well, might be that guy, but then obviously it's not because it's you. Ha! Not that I'm disappointed. I'm not disappointed that it's you. Don't get me wrong.
Just confused.
Yeah, just confused. I thought it was Dave Paints, but it's actually Dave S Paints.
Tony says, I thought it was Shed Ninja. Had images of Kato from the Pink Panther in the shed.
Kato from the Pink Panther? I thought Kato was from Green Hornet. Or is Kato in both?
Yeah. We've both been at the shop today.
Yes,
on completely different floors, not talking to each other.
Yeah.
I had seen you all day.
We can't even say we've been spending time together because you didn't come and see what I was doing, did you? I had to keep coming and checking on you.
I had all painting stuff on. I didn't want
Make
to
sure you
scare
were
people.
keeping hydrated.
Yeah, Pete, he's been keeping me hydrated with bottles of water. I had a whole 2. He's so kind to me.
Oh, you could have helped yourself. I didn't tell you where they were.
I know, I was busy. Veronica says there's a documentary about Brewdog on the BBC iPlayer. Very illuminating. Not my favourite company, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
You just like the beer.
Yeah. This one tastes really nice. I'd never had it before, and then one of the guys, one of my pals that comes in and plays game in the shop, his missus for his birthday last year. His missus handmade a load of pizzas and brought them down and brought some beer, and we had a games night at the shop.
Kato was in the original Peter Sellers movies. He used to jump out from random places and attack Clouseau. Apparently, so there you go.
Fair enough. Right, 17, 18. They're those ones.
So you were saying earlier that you need this to help your army or something or other.
Yeah. So, hopefully, because this is kind of like the heaviest unit that's in the Tyranid Codex, like can withstand most damage, etc. So, hopefully, it can help me fare a little better against some of these
big meanie
tanks and walker type things. It's got quite a powerful gun on it, which I can't remember what it's called, and I've left the book in the other room, but it's something really horrible sounding, like a Death Might Destructor Cannon or something like that.
Pete wants to know if there's any events on at the shop. There's Pokemon After School Club on Thursday.
Yep.
There's Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! On Saturdays and Sundays. There's Friday Night Magic. Gaming floor is open every day during the week, and we've just restocked the demo shelf with some awesome new games.
I don't know. That's it for events, isn't it? With Thursday night gaming, Friday night gaming, yeah, all sorts of stuff. I've lost my train of thought. I was going to say something about like we've been at the shop and stuff. Don't know. Can't remember. We have just watched the first episode of Vox Machina while we were eating our tea. And what did you think to that?
It's very sweary.
It is. Yeah, it could probably be no sweary and still be all right.
Yeah, it's different than any type of anime, cartoony thing that I would normally watch. I can imagine it gets funnier over time. It certainly wasn't rubbish, but we have only watched one episode, so I mean they're still establishing who everybody is and things like that, aren't they?
Yeah. I enjoyed it. Made me laugh in a couple of places, which is not normal for a TV programme.
Sharon says it gets a little less sweary after 2 episodes. Yeah,
oh, good.
It just seemed to be. I mean,
but
we're not
swearing for the sake of it.
Yeah, we're not completely against swearing or anything like that, and obviously Little Miss wouldn't watch it, but it just seemed. It seemed like I was back in Ireland with my granddad, and every second word was a swear word for no reason. What's matter, dog? What's matter?
Sharon says she's probably watched it 80 times. Is it just the one series? Yeah, well, we started episode 2, and Mrs. said, "Oh, why have you started it? Because we're gonna have to go and get set up for the stream." And I said, "Like, well, we could watch like 10 minutes of it, couldn't we? Before we have to go and like set the computer up and stuff. We've got time. We could watch a bit more." And then the dog sat on the remote and turned it off. So. What's going on? It gets more violent though, says Weekend Geek. Gets more violent as it goes on. Oh, I don't know. There's like people getting their hands chopped off in the first few seconds. Hopefully they do another series soon. Cool. Yeah, well, I've enjoyed it so far. After the stream, I think we're going to go back and watch some more, aren't we? Because last night Because last night we were discussing how we've pretty much exhausted our viewing that we've currently got lined up, haven't we?
Yeah. Yeah, I just watch rubbish when you're not here.
Yeah, you watched Teen Wolf. How many times have you watched it?
I've only watched it once. This is the second time.
Oh, right.
It's not like Buffy where I've watched it so many times I know the words.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Well, I started watching because I like rubbish. I like rubbish fantasy nonsense where you don't have to think too much about it. So I started watching the Vampire Diaries because I've never seen that, but it's poop. So I've decided that that's a no-go and I don't like it. It's rubbish.
It is a bit odd that you'll watch some guff like Teen Wolf, like the one that I came in on last night was some kind of demon thing climbing out of the bath, and then it just turned out to be
but it's
whatever.
It's not a demon thing climbing out of the bath there,
isn't it?
No.
Well, why is she all covered in goo?
Because she'd been in the blood bath. It was just the other banshee coming to help out. That's all.
Right,
I can watch it because I know it's not actually scary. It's like, it's just Meredith. It's all right. Don't worry about it. And it's not. And it's like teen movies, aren't they? They're not scary because they're just ridiculous. I don't like horror films, you see, that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
But then horror films and horror shows and stuff that are supposed to be like horror are like too real. Here's somebody actually having their hand chopped off or something like that, you know, and locked in a dungeon for no reason at all and stuff. Whereas if it's an anime, it's totally not real. And if it's some teen fantasy nonsense, then they don't go that deep into stuff, do they? Because it's for teenagers.
Right. I see. I don't know if I think I'm missing a sprue. Am I missing a bit?
What gets better, Weekend Geek? What gets better? I've watched quite a lot of Vampire Diaries, and it's really rubbish. It's just the same as everything else. They've got the brooding nonsense of Angel and Buffy. I can't stand Angel. And then they've got the cast of the originals just popping up for no reason at all. And then loads of other people in the background that are in all the other fantasy. It's just like they've just mushed everything together and hoped for the best. Tony says, I keep accidentally falling across Scandinavian noir movies. Is that how you say that? Noir? Noir. See, that. Noir. They're very gritty. Hey, Nick! I'm visiting Mystic in a few weeks, not Mystic Falls, which isn't a real place. Isn't it though? It should be, shouldn't it? It's kind of place that you'd expect to exist. I also like Midnight Texas. That's quite funny. Oh, look, Panda's getting some treats now. You're the first person to say you dislike the Vampire Diaries that I know. It's because it's rubbish, Weekend Geek. It's no different from anything else, but they're really bad acting. Oh, I really love you too. Oh, we'll have to split up there because life's really hard. Oh, okay. I'm just going to stare at you through this window and say how much I love you all the time. It's just really boring.
Why did they split up in the first place then?
Because he's a vampire and she's a human. And it's not really going to work out, is it?
It's not like that other... Is it like the Twilight nonsense?
I don't know, because I've not seen the Twilight nonsense. Because that doesn't appeal to me either. We had to watch one Twilight film because we were stuck on a plane.
Yeah.
And it was the only thing that was on. And after I'd watched that, I realised I don't really want to watch any more.
I didn't watch it, did I? I watched that thing with Sandra Bullock in and the football player. I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know that one. Maybe I should
The Blind Side.
I should watch that instead, you see.
Yeah, The Blind Side. Not a bad movie.
Weekend Geek says she gets whiny. She starts off whiny, because she can't get any more whiny. And there's two of them.
What was that other thing that you used to watch? The Lost Girl or something like that?
Lost Girl, yeah, that's alright. That's alright. That makes sense. So she helps the cops solve murders and stuff. I mean, that's got a story. It's like iZombie. She eats the brains so she can solve murders. It makes sense. Vampire Diaries, they're just like, oh, I love you. Love you more. Oh, quite like your brother now. Oh, shouldn't there, should I? Because I'm supposed to love you. It's just rubbish. There's a wild Pokemon in chat. A wild Pokemon in chat. Tony says, I saw the first Twilight movie. It was one too many. That's exactly my thoughts. One too many Twilight movies was my watching of the first one stuck on that plane. Nick says, it's all just perfect people with a tragic but still sexy flaw. There's always a fair shake of moping too. Yeah, there's too much moping.
They're always pretty people, aren't they? Why don't they just like get some normal humans? Surely there's some actors out there that just look like normal people off the street and don't have to look like models.
Those are the ones that die first.
What, the pretty pig?
No, the ones that are normal. They're always like just in the background on the bus, and then they get eaten by the vampire. That's what happens to the normal people in TV programs. Anyway, look, I've completely derailed your stream with.
No, it's fine.
Talk
Cause
about
it's fine because
nonsense.
people haven't come to watch me stick this thing together, have they? They've come for they've come for our witty chat.
Oh dear, I think they're in for a disappointing ride then. Yeah, normal humans don't make the ratings, that's what I read. Yeah, it couldn't have just me wandering around going, let's stab some vampires then, shall we, mate?
Yeah, that might be more interesting, giving some sarcastic comments as you stave them in.
Buffy and Angel both had a fair number of normals in them, which is why I like them so much. See, I never watched Angel. Maybe I should try, because I don't like Angel. So, like, that just put me off watching Angel. And I can't stand Dawn. Why do we need a key? Go away, Dawn. It's like, is it Kachansky? Is that what she's called in
Red Dwarf?
Can't
Yeah, it
stand-
was so much better when she was dead.
Can't stand them episodes either. Don't know much about those episodes because we didn't watch them as much. Because don't like her, she's rubbish. I mean, not the actress, obviously, you know. The character, poopy doopy. Yeah, like you said, much better when she was a pile of dust.
Because, yeah. He didn't even really, like, go out with her anyway, did he? Before she died. Just, she was, like, the one that he fancied and he never got a chance.
Yeah, the unobtainable. I would go out with Dave Lister. Got curry stains all down his shirt. He doesn't know how to sort out the soup vending machine properly. I mean, come on.
That's alright. Rimmer can't fix the drive plate, whatever it is.
Should have never been his responsibility.
No. Yeah, he's only technician second class. There's an episode, isn't there, where Lister secretly takes the exam and outranks him or something.
He takes the chef's exam, I think.
That's it, yeah.
So just because it's higher class, so that he can outrank him. I remember only ever thought like faints every time he goes into an exam.
Mm.
We might just be talking to ourselves. Has anybody else watched it?
Yeah.
We like Blackadder as well. We like stuff like that. Stuff you don't have to think about. Apart from the first season of Blackadder's wrong, and I'm very glad that they changed the dynamics to make him the clever one and Baldric the silly one.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Yeah, why do you like it as Baldric being the clever one?
Because it don't work. It's bizarre. It's also bizarre that they like commissioned the second season and then changed the whole thing. Have you ever read the Red Dwarf books? I believe I've read at least one, because you've got it, haven't you?
Have I?
Yeah, well, it wasn't mine. Yeah, I'm sure you
Oh,
have.
yes, I have, yes.
Yes, thank you. But I can't really remember it because I'd already watched it all first. You know, like when you've got it in your head how people look and talk and etc. because it's on a film or it's on a TV program. I'd already got it all in my head. We have been to see a recording.
Oh, yeah,
our
really
laughter is in one of the episodes. That was awesome. Really, really enjoyed that. It was one of the newer episodes. It's the one where Crichton gets his new red shiny suit. That's us laughing in that one. It was really, really good.
There was some other people as well.
No, it's just us. yeah, it was good. Do like Blackadder. Do like Red Dwarf. And obviously like Buffy, and don't like the Vampire Diaries, just in case you didn't know that. It's yeah. How are you getting on with that model over there then?
Alright, good. I'm just going to stick some little weird ankle spikes on him. They don't look too big. Oh no, I see. So you can make this kit as a couple of different things. You can make it as a Tyrannofex, or you can make it as a Tervigon, which is basically a thing that spits out smaller creatures. So you can repopulate your army, but that doesn't have big guns on it, so we're not going to bother with that. we're going for maximum damage. Small, gaunt creatures just get blown away too easily. Yeah, the IT crowd. Tony likes the IT crowd. Like the IT crowd. IT crowd, even. Do like Richard Ayoade. Think he is funny. He's been in all sorts of stuff, hasn't he? That you don't really realise. He's been in a few movies as well. Mr. Wacky Stuff. I'm shocked. 2 English nerds like Red Dwarf and Blackadder. Don't know. Don't know if I've missed sarcasm. Tyrannofex. Part number 39. Let's not knock the glue over. Part number 39 is this guy down here.
It's been a long time since I watched the IT crowd. We started watching it again the other well, a couple of months ago, but we never. What happened, and we never finished watching it again.
The street countdown one, I love that one. Where they go to countdown club.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
That's awesome. I do like that one.
We watched Space again, didn't we?
Yes. Like Space.
Because that's funny. But yeah. But I will watch Buffy over and over and over again, like a ridiculous amount. But then you have to pay for it on some channels. It's not always free.
No.
Very annoying.
How dare they? How dare they make us pay for things that we own on DVD?
You can't bother to walk outside and get.
And VHS. Although, do we even still have a video recorder?
No. No, we don't still have a video recorder. We gave it to somebody who needed it for something. Probably to watch videos on. But no, we don't. We haven't actually got a DVD player either. You just use your don't you?
Yeah.
Your games console thingy-jiggy.
Use the Xbox.
Green Wing.
What's Green Wing?
I don't know what that is, Nick. They used to write, okay, are we ready for me all to go down some rabbit hole of nonsense now?
Yeah.
There used to be a TV programme that I'm fairly sure was called Kingdom Hospital.
There was, yes.
That was, I vaguely remember liking.
There was only ever one series. If it's the thing I'm thinking of, there was one series, and it was
some kind of anteater in the basement.
Yeah. We, because it was like Stephen King in some way, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if he was like a writer or it's his story or whatever. And we bought it on DVD for my mother because she likes Stephen King books. And then we borrowed it and watched it.
Oh, right. I just thought it was on telly.
No.
Well, it must have been on telly at some point. If it's a series and not a film. Or is it a film?
No, it's a series. It's a series. There was like, I don't know, 10 episodes or something. And there was like ghosts in the cellar and stuff like that.
There used to be something called Odyssey as well, but I can't remember what that was. I'm sure it was called Odyssey. And I just really vaguely remember watching that as well, but I can't remember what it was like. Please help me out, people, if anybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because that Kingdom Hospital was the thing where they all went around going like...
Yeah. Yeah, but I can't remember it now. I can't remember what the general premise of the programme was.
I think it had the guy that was in Scrubs in it.
Well, I that's what's getting me confused in my little tiny brain. Because I can see him, but then I can see him as like in Scrubs rather than in that. So that's like not helping me remember what it actually was. And I can't remember what Odyssey was, but I remember it being quite odd. And it probably wasn't even called Odyssey.
Can't help you with that one. I don't remember Odyssey. What about? So, does anybody watching? Does anybody remember Odyssey or Kingdom Hospital, or has anybody watched House, and is that any good? Because we've never seen it, and that's a potential on the watch list.
You have to think though, knowing our bizarre taste in programmes, would we like House? I don't know if it might be a bit dark in places for me. But then he's supposed to be quite sarcastic, so it might be quite funny. But then again, who knows?
That doesn't fit. That bit don't fit.
So, how are we getting on over there?
Alright, I'm just trying to work out which one of these bits I've cut out is supposed to go into this gap here.
Yeah, that's right, Sharon, that one.
No.
Why is it not your thing, Red? What puts you off? Because that might also just put me off.
Is it funny, or is it supposed to be like a drama thing, like ER and all those other?
Yeah, so we don't like ER and stuff like that. Fair enough, says House is okay, but I kept on expecting Hugh Laurie to start cracking into the church. Yeah, it is a serious role, isn't it? Sharon says, I like the first couple seasons a lot, and then it gets a bit stale. I suppose it's just the same kind of thing. Green Wing is a brilliant UK comedy set in an East Hampton Medical Trust hospital and has a stellar cast from Space Black Book's episodes and The Office. Don't like The Office. Alright, is it funny then? Is it supposed to be like a funny hospital comedy thingy? No zombies and too much storyline, says Red, that's why I don't like it. It might not be for me then. And Mr Wacky Stuff says, House is fun, but not a show for binging, and it's funny. Look, the bits I've seen look funny in places, but that, you know, don't all clips, they always do the best clips, don't they? None of them rubbish. Sharon says, I mean, there's drama and there's cynical fun. I have to go there then. Tony says, I really like House, it was good, but it's not funny, but House is so cringingly flawed, it's a miracle it has a job. It's a good job it's not real then, I suppose. We watched Wolf. What was that about? Like some kind of weird detective guy?
Yeah, he's a pathologist or something like that.
Pathologist, I'm glad you said that, not me. That was alright. Just to have on. And we like things like Elementary?
Elementary. Although that got a bit daft at the end.
And Sherlock and stuff like that. Yeah. And what's Agatha Raisin? We like Agatha Raisin.
Yeah, Agatha Raisin was alright. When they just don't have long enough seasons, do they? And I like Endeavour, but you don't like it because it's a bit serious.
I watch it, I just get confused. I've lost what we're supposed to be doing because it's, you have to remember stuff, and I don't know what we're talking about anymore. And then I'm like, isn't she dead? And you're like, no, that's her sister. And I'm like, okay. Nick says Green Wing is equal parts surreal. I don't know what that says, and hilarious. What's the anyway?
Anarchic.
There you go. Wild Pokemon in chat. Wild Pokemon in chat. Sharon says, I'd say it's not too much about the medicine, even though you know the whole series is about diagnosing. It's more about the yeah, that's what I thought it was supposed to be about him and stuff. I mean, so good is his job they get away with being is a trope House plays into. Yeah, the clips I've seen, it's like he's just talking horrible to a patient, but like he's right about the diagnosis, so no one really bothers him. Is the bits that I've seen. Hey, Chester!
Good evening.
I do like Hugh Laurie in various guises. Bottom, we all love Bottom. All love the TV programme and the films. Hotel Paradiso. Is that how you say it?
I think so.
and stuff. You like Monty Python and things. I don't get it. I don't understand it, which is probably very controversial to say. But all the jokey bits, all the clips seem funny, and then all the bits in between, I don't get. It's like, it's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of history in it, and, like mixed in with it.
That's probably why then, because I don't know history, do I? I'm rubbish. Gunmen of the Apocalypse, best red dwarf. Yes. The Riviera Kid. How many times did they have to chuck those bullets on the floor before they went where they wanted? Super lots.
I like the episode where I can't remember what it's called. The one where they're in the like VR suite thing, the Despair Squid thing, isn't it? The Despair Squid. So they get they're in the VR suite and they think that they've all been playing the Red Dwarf, the computer game.
Dwayne Dibley.
I think that's my favourite.
Dibley party.
Yeah, I think that's my favourite episode.
I see, Mr. Wacky Stuff says he can quote Monty Python all day. I just don't get it. You know, a bit like Vampire Diaries, maybe a completely controversial opinion, but yeah, it's not my bag, man. Jeeves and Wooster, didn't mind Jeeves and Wooster, but it's a very, very long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know. Is it even on any of the various streaming services for us to get access to Jeeves and Wooster? I saw a post the other day. I can't remember where it was. It might even have been a discussion on it. Somebody said about Jeeves and Wooster, and that they said that Jeeves was like too snotty and they didn't like it.
I'm fairly sure that was one of our chats on here at some point. I think. Yes, back to reality, that's the one. I have a question about liquid cement. Oh, proper hobby question.
Okay.
Not just us chatting inanely about nonsense. I have a question about liquid cement. Why in the world they make the brush so short? Once you mid-bottle, it gets so frustrating. Does it not reach down to the bottom?
Don't know. Let's have a look. I can't tell because it's a little bit cloudy. No, it doesn't. Oh no, actually, this one does. This one does. I can tell. It's gone a little bit cloudy, but yeah, this one does, Sharon. This one reaches the bottom.
Nick says the brush extends. Give it a little tug. Is that right, or are we just?
Look, if you look at the brush, you can see that there's like more in there.
Give it a pull, does it?
Oh, I don't know.
Gizmo's come to find out. Hey, Gizzy Boo.
Well, it certainly comes out of there.
A little tug.
Gizmo.
He might just break it if he carries on.
Hang on.
He might just break it. That looks quite tough.
Yeah, no, it's coming out. Look.
Is it?
Yeah.
You need pliers or something.
Yeah, that bit's coming out. Let's see if I can.
Panda's hungry.
See if I can do it with that. Oh,
It doesn't look easy.
Yeah, it's not. It's quite stiff, but that bit. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can.
You can just rip it out.
Yeah, you can just rip it out and make it a bit longer.
Is that just going to fall out in your glue now?
Well, I hope not. There we go.
If it just falls out now, we're all going to laugh at you.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Oh, there you go, you see, Sharon? Nick's taught us something.
I think, yes, I agree. It's outrageous that they should put that on the outside of the bottle. To tell you that the thing extends. There should be some like additional instructions that tell you that you can make it longer.
Have you ever read it?
What the bottle?
Nick says, my work here is done.
Yeah.
Oh, another question. Nathan, can you get the Tamiya panel liner paint?
I don't know, but I can find out tomorrow. I would imagine that we can. But having said that, I did speak to our rep last week about we'd had a couple of customers come in the shop and ask for Tamiya putty. They wanted some specific product from Tamiya, apparently is available, which is Tamiya modelling putty, and we can't get that. They don't import it into the UK, which seems a little odd. But
Thanks, Red.
see you later. Yeah, for whatever reason, I think I put them on the wrong way around. It's like they should go forward. Yeah, Tamiya modelling putty, and also the knives. So Tamiya make a range of knives, and they don't import those to the UK either. I guess they think that there's already enough other manufacturers making modelling knives, but they do make they do saws and other things. So just, I don't know, bit of a strange choice. Maybe not to import those. Gonna have to just hold this guy while he sets a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, a bit strange. So I rang up about those, but if Mr MLG makes us a little note, I will check up on that in the morning.
Okay.
Nick says, Tamiya's full range is insane. I got one of their 2021 catalogues and I've never seen the like of it. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff, and there is a lot of things that aren't actually in the paper catalogue as well, I think. A lot of products that they don't put in the catalogue. Right then, we need to have. I think we're nearly finished. Can't be. Surely.
Well, surely you'll know how many bits you've got left.
Yeah. No, it's sections 1 to 4. Right. Okay. So we're not nearly there. Although we're nearly out of time. No, his leg's falling off. Let's prop you up over there, mate. With your leggies. There we go.
Kuranoko's allergic to the Tamiya putty. That's no good. Maybe that's another reason why they don't import it. Maybe it's got something in that is like on our banned substance list or something. That's no good at all. Hope it wasn't like a horrible reaction and you're okay. So we're here tomorrow as well, aren't we? We're here until 9. We've got another 15 minutes yet, but we're here tomorrow, the pair of us. Got no idea what we're painting. Have you any idea what you're painting tomorrow? Lots of sighing going on over there.
Yeah, it's because this guy don't want to stand up. His big legs don't want to stick on. He's just not playing the game.
Is that what you're going to be painting tomorrow?
If I can get it undercoated, then yeah.
Maybe. And then on Wednesday, everybody's got to be super nice to you because you're doing your stream all on your little own. So
yeah.
I'm not
going
here
off and leaving
because I've got something with the family. Hey, Wicked D.
Yeah, that I'm not invited.
And don't be silly. So on Wednesday, he's all on his own. Wicked D, you might have to look after him because I'm not here. So he's streaming all on his little own. You'll have to remind him to switch my microphone off so there's no echo and look after him. The dog's just walked into the drawer. You alright, guys? Trying to join, but it just keeps buffering, says Wicked D. Well, that's what happens when you're on holiday. You're not supposed to go away. And painting. Wicked D's away and painting in the sunshine. The UK sunshine.
Very nice.
We like doing that, don't we? Taking a few bits to paint while we're away and just relaxing on an evening.
Yeah. Are we discussing that?
What?
The fact that we're not here next week.
Well, we're not here next week. No, I just thought you'd tell everybody on Wednesday so that they all knew that we're not here next week.
Well, yeah, I think we need to give people advanced warning that we're not here next week.
Yeah. Maybe we have. Maybe everyone's got it.
So yeah, we're not here next week, guys.
At all.
So yeah, no streams next week because we are away for a week. having
actually away. Like,
having an actual
away.
family holiday. I've told the boys in the shop that unless the building is burning down, it can wait till I get back. So,
which we know won't happen, and we'll probably still end up working at some point. But
yeah.
Nick says, I've stopped using Tamiya Extra Thin completely. I was finding the bonds were just too weak. I've moved back to the bottles of normal Humbrol plastic cement.
So I've always had really good results out of this stuff, and the lack of extra glue residue is really a bonus for me. I find that I've got some of the extra thin one here as well, with the lighter green top on the table, but I find that it just dries too quick. I mean, like this stuff dries quick. You maybe have to go over your joints twice if it's a big piece. Like when I do this gun in a minute, this is going to take 2 goes, but around. But the extra thin, the quick setting one, just is like gone. Done. It's dry. Got to make sure you get plenty on.
So it's August already. That's definitely snuck up on me. So that does mean that we have a new theme for the Great MLG Brush Off.
And what is that theme?
Oh wow, it's a good job you asked, because I was just about to tell everybody. The theme for August for the Great MLG Brush Off is flying. So July's was tiny, and we are still getting a couple of entries in, so I haven't made the video yet. But July it was tiny, and August is flying. Now that can be whatever you want: a bumblebee, a butterfly, a demon, a dragon, an aeroplane, I don't know, a hot air balloon, whatever you are flying, but not like Pete said, if we chuck it across the room, does that count?
I don't know, if you take a picture of it like mid-flight, I reckon that could qualify.
Well, really, we don't want to be throwing our minis about, do we? I mean, you know, we're not going to be endorsing things like that. But yeah, so flying, so it's free to enter, it's not judged, it's for absolutely everybody's skill level. It is literally just for fun. It was the community that wanted us to do it, and so therefore we are. So in the Discord you can find more information and see everybody's work in progress, and then at the end of the month, normally after the end of the month, I do a showcase video and show it all off, and that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Have I spelled it wrong?
No, that was right.
That means I need to finish my airstrip, says Pete. Yeah, get that done. That'll be cool. Tony says, I use Revell Contractor. Oh, that's that one with the funny long nozzle, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. For the big stuff, and the super thin is very much an aid that helps with fine lines and mold lines. Yes, Quacktastic is also August's word. So in our Discord, for some reason the link didn't work, but in our Discord we choose a word for the month, because we decided on Wicked D's stream that awesome is overused. Why isn't it working? That's very annoying. That awesome is overused, so we think of a new word for each month that replaces awesome. And this month is Quacktastic.
Everything's Quacktastic.
It was voted for, and it won unanimously. Everybody voted for it, so that's the word of this month.
There you go, worked.
No, I just typed the actual link.
Everything's Quacktastic.
Sharon has a beautiful mini for August. Cool.
Oh yeah. What is it?
Yeah, you're telling us. I haven't thought at all. I never know what I'm doing, which is terrible. always do something, but I can never think of something straight away. So yeah, I don't know. Don't know.
I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
I'll show you in a sec.
Okay. What are you doing there?
I was scraping the blob bit of jointy plastic onto the sprue from these tiny little claws. I'm going to paint this guy. This is going to be my first guy for flying. This is a Parasite of Mortrex. Let me try and hold it somewhere where everybody can actually see it. This is Queen Kenda from Kenedra. That guy from Massive Darkness 2. Cool. And Mr Mime has been caught by Dave Paints. Basically a butterfly monster, says Sharon. This Parasite of Mortrex is that Kuronoko likes is going to be my mini. I'm going to paint it up as part of my High Fleet Hydra. So I've decided that I quite like the model, but I don't like the paint scheme that GW have done it in. I haven't seen it painted up as anything else yet, so I'm going to paint it for my High Fleet Hydra. So it will take on a similar aspect to my gargoyles. But let me see if I can reach one of these. So I did a couple of tests last night. Haven't decided what to. So this is a test for gargoyle. I haven't decided what colour to do the membranes on the wings yet. So I'm thinking about having to paint loads and loads of swarm monsters, swarm creatures for my Tyranid army. I decided that I would give it a go at doing them with contrast to see how quickly and what I thought of the overall effect. So this was a little test that I did last night just to try out a couple of different colours. And this is Leviathan blue and Magos purple and the new Black Legion black. So I think for all of my little ranky-filey basic Tyranid creatures, I'm going to go with this method of painting, and then we'll just pick out the teeth and other bits and pieces. So this was a quick test last night. But the Parasite Mortrex is going to be very much in this scheme, but I am going to, seeing as it's an individual model, I'm not going to paint it with the contrast. We're going to do it with proper paintings, I think. Also did a Tyranid warrior. He's a little bit more done, but I tried him out with the Black Templar. Thank you, Kuronoko. Thank you very much. Tried this guy out with the Black Templar, but I think I like the appearance of the new Black Legion, or is it Black Legion? Might be Black Legion. The new one. The new Black. Yes, Black Legion. I think I like the appearance of the new Black Legion better than the Black Templar, or whatever it's called, the earlier Black that they did. But yeah, liking the look of these guys. Excellent for quick units onto the table, I think. Obviously, I was just blasting it on, so it's a little bit messy, but I think it looks okay. Also, Weekend Geek mentioned earlier on, I have some 3D printed models. So I've got some Raveners. I decided that you can't really see this because it's bright white and the light's playing off it, but I've got some 3D printed Ravener models. Can't get Raveners at the moment out of GW because they've just not got any available, and I'm not a massive fan, so I found these, or the file for these. Get your nose out me box, dog. Yeah, found a file for these, and I've got 3 of these guys printed off, so we're going to see what they're like when we get to painting. Tony says, took a while for me to get used to contrast paints. I definitely don't use them in the traditional sense, though. Yeah, I've been restricting my use of contrast paints, definitely. And I thought I'd just give it a whirl and see if I could get them to do what I wanted. Now, I think I'm going to have to thin them quite a bit to get the appearance that I want. Because what I don't like about them is when you just use them straight out of the pot, they're a bit jelly is the only way I can describe it, and you end up having to go back and touch bits up. Oh yes, no, I completely agree, Nick. Yeah, the RTLW models are absolutely fantastic. I've been very, very tempted several times by some of their models, the Ravener and their Eisenhorn style. Yeah, Mr. Chair, I think, isn't it? Yeah, Ravener and Eisenhorn and the Demon Host and stuff. I think they look absolutely fantastic, but you can get the whole crew.
Is it? But I've got too many unpainted models already.
It is. Yeah, I have. I've got too many unpainted models already. I've still never painted my GW Eisenhorn model that I've had for
You're still not
quite a
painted your
while.
brass scorpion.
Still not finished my brass scorpion. That's very true. Right, so it's 9 o'clock. We're gonna we'll call it a night. So we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna go and watch that program. That way, we're gonna go and watch Vox Machina. So we'll be back tomorrow from 6 p.m. tomorrow. And have I stuck this together so that gun won't fit in? I think I have. Needs to be more like spread out.
Are you showing us what you've been up to?
Yeah. So this is the body of the thing. Its legs need to be a bit more out to the side. Might need a little bit of reposing, and then it's got a huge cannon like this. It's got a bit around the other side, so I'll have to get that stuck on, and then I'll try and get him undercoated, and then we can get on to painting him tomorrow night because he's pretty awesome, pretty massive beast. Need to sort that leg out. Need to get it positioned right, I think. Yeah, so cool. So thanks everybody for coming and watching us and listening to us waffle, and we hope that we'll see you all soon.
Take care, everyone. See you tomorrow, 6 o'clock. That's right, isn't it?
Yep.
I always put 7 on the thing, but honestly it's 6. Bye.